stock down. Kyle Shanahan. I've never seen his stock lower. His stock has been extremely high since 2016 and probably higher than it should be for a coach who has a losing record, but it's understandable. His everyone loves his scheme. Everyone praises him. His peers think he's terrific. But he got hurt, and now he's got Jimmy Garoppolo calling him out. Jimmy is calling him out, being like, "Hey man, can you empower me?" And I think everyone's looking at Kyle now. Like, I don't think Jimmy's on trial anymore. I think Kyle's on trial. No one's saying fire Kyle. Well, some people are. No one's really saying fire Kyle, but they're saying like, "Hey man, what you gonna do? This is a big year for you." I think this is a huge year for him. His stock could go back up, but I do think it's interesting how all eyes are on Kyle right now. How do you see it with Kyle?
I don't know. I think he's pretty, like, are you talking about if is his job on the line? Like, I don't know. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty safe. No, I don't. I think it's pretty. This year. I think if he misses the playoff this year, then maybe next year is the hot seat. I don't think they'll fire him. I mean, it also depends how the year goes. It's not just did you miss the playoffs, but how did you miss the playoffs? What if Jimmy G gets hurt too? You know, like, and then they miss the playoffs. I think it depends how it happens.
If Jimmy G, if he gets another quarterback hurt, that's not his fault,
right?
How many quarterbacks have to get hurt before he's culpable?
There is something to that. They do go through running backs and quarterbacks like water. Like there is.
If Sean Payton called up Jed and was like, "Hey man, Kyle has no idea how to keep his running backs and quarterbacks healthy. I can do it. Look at my track record. I want to coach this team." How do you say no to that? I'm not saying he's going to call up Jed. I want to coach the Niners. I don't think
he might.
He might though. It's a good ass team. Everyone's saying he's going to go to the Cowboys. I'd rather coach the Niners. Cowboys don't have this defense.
Well, and we just talked about the ownership. Like, Jed's going to stay out of your way, pretty much.
Yeah, and Jerry won't. So yeah, you have Dak Prescott in Dallas, but you also have Jerry picking the players. Here, you could, you have a great roster, and I'm just saying. Anyway, I'm not saying fire Kyle. I just feel like the heat's on him. The heat is on right now.
It's
coming from his quarterback.
Hold on. Let's rewind. Wouldn't it be funny if that happened and then Sean Payton told Jimmy to kick rocks and decided to develop Trey Lance?
Well, the reason I don't think that would happen is they have the same agent, Don Yee, Sean Payton, and Jimmy Garoppolo, and they went to the same college. I have a feeling I have a feeling they're already. Yeah. You know what I mean? I bet they're already buddies. But that doesn't mean that Sean Payton wants him as his quarterback. Might want him as his backup.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, and that's why I think it'd be funny. It'd be fun, like after all of that and all he said, and then he's like, "Yeah, no, we're gonna roll with Trey Lance."
What if he gets Drew Brees come out of retirement? Nah, I think that's probably not gonna happen. He's a little probably. Not. Anyway, Kyle, behooves you to do really well this year. It behooves you to keep Jimmy. Now you got to keep Jimmy Garoppolo healthy and pretty much do what he wants. I love it. I think this is great. I think this is the best because Kyle does such a good job of like humbling his players. He takes his quarterbacks down a peg. Now he's getting taken down a peg.
Well, I think
Jimmy Garoppolo. The tables have turned on Kyle Shanahan, and it's so fair. It's his turn. I'm not saying fire Kyle, but it's his turn for him to get all the scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Like when they don't push the ball and they down the field and they throw for 150 yards, people are going to be looking at Kyle now. What were those play calls for the first time in his life? I think it's great. Jimmy's taking it like a champ for 4 years. Kyle, you're up. Take one for the team. Here comes the fastball inside. Lean into it. You got to. Good times.
He is the head coach, so I mean, it does ultimately fall on him.
It does. Good times.